Hi, I'm Sufyan. I'm the Storage Technical Marketing Manager for Lenovo ISG. And in this short demo, I am going to show you how Lenovo Storage enables planned zero downtime failover for VMware workloads using SnapMirror ActiveSync. This is a focused demo. We're looking specifically at a planned failover such as what you'd perform during maintenance or upgrades. So what is SnapMirror ActiveSync? SnapMirror ActiveSync provides synchronous replication for SAN workloads, delivering zero data loss, active access across sites, and seamless failover using the ONTAP Mediator. It is tightly integrated with VMware and is designed for environments where downtime, even during planned events, is not acceptable. The ONTAP Mediator also plays a critical role in preventing split-brain scenarios by acting as an independent tiebreaker during failover events. This solution is commonly used for mission-critical workloads such as databases and VMware virtual machines. Before we jump into the demo, let's look at the architecture so you know exactly what's happening. On the left is Side A, where our production VMware workloads are running. These virtual machines are accessing storage from a Lenovo storage system. On the right is Side B, which hosts a fully synchronized mirror copy on another Lenovo storage system. Between the two sites is SnapMirror ActiveSync, providing synchronous replication, so every write is committed at both sites. And at the bottom is the ONTAP Mediator, which coordinates failover decisions and makes sure that we have a smooth transition in the case of a failover event. VMware vSphere sits above this entire architecture. The ESXi hosts at Side A and B are part of a single stretched VMware cluster, using vSphere HA and VMSC to consume the storage as a single, continuously available data store. Now that you understand the architecture, here's exactly what we're going to do in this demo. First, we'll confirm that SnapMirror ActiveSync is established. Then we'll perform a planned failover from Side A to Side B. And finally, we'll verify that VMware and the SQL database remain online the entire time. Now let's jump to the demo. So today we're demonstrating business continuity for a mission-critical workload, Microsoft SQL Server. In this lab, SQL is running on a server named SQL1, and the database we'll use is AdventureWorks. Under the covers, the storage is protected with SnapMirror ActiveSync, which is designed for high availability and seamless failover. So the story is simple. The SQL Server is being protected, and we'll validate that by performing a planned failover and confirming the database remains accessible. Notice the database is stored across Drive E and Drive F in this lab. Those drives are backed by LUNs attached to SQL1 through the storage system. That means if storage continuity works, SQL stays online even when we fail over the storage serving those LUNs. Now let's go ahead with the rest of the demo. The first thing we configure is the ONTAP Mediator, which is essential for business continuity with the storage system. The Mediator continuously monitors both storage clusters, maintains HA metadata, and provides quorum so that systems can make safe, automatic failover decisions. It prevents split brain, confirms control health in real time, and acts as an independent arbitration point. So how to set it up? To set up the Mediator, simply go to the Protection tab, click on Overview, and click on Add Mediator. Fill in the prerequisites and hit Add. Now with the ONTAP Mediator in place, let's move on to the next steps. In this step, we will use the Lenovo ONTAP tools to manage the protection of host clusters. All the data stores belonging to the SVM and mounted on one or more hosts of the cluster are protected under a host cluster. To set up a SnapMirror relationship, we'll click on Add Relationship, choose Side A as our source where our SQL Server lives, and choose Site B as our target and click Add. Here, simply press Protect. SQL uses multiple LUNs for data and logs, so we protect them using a single unit using a consistency group. This ensures that all SQL volumes fail over together and remain crash consistent. With the consistency group in place, the SQL workload is fully protected and ready for failover. To add a consistency group for our SQL server, we will click on Using Existing Storage Units. Give it a name, we'll call it SQL1, and we'll choose SQL1 data and SQL1 logs as our storage units to add to the consistency group. A consistency group lets us treat multiple LUNs as a single application unit, so they're replicated, failed over, and recovered together and in the correct order. Earlier, we used ONTAP tools to protect the VMware cluster, and that step handles data store level protection, making sure VMware can keep running VMs and data stores across sites during a failure. But SQL doesn't live only at data store level. So that is why we also configure remote protection at the consistency group level. ONTAP tools protects the platform and consistency groups protect the application. We are now ready to set up replication for our SQL1 consistency group. To do that, simply click on Protect, replicate to a remote cluster, cluster is cluster 2, storage VM as VM2, and the replication policy of automated failover duplex. Click on Replicate Hosts as well, and simply press Save. Now let's check on our SnapMirror Active Sync setup. To do that, simply press Replication, click on Local Sources. Here we can see that our SnapMirror relationship is active and healthy. Now that we have verified the environment is configured properly, it is time to test a storage failure. In this activity, we'll perform a planned failover now. Here you can see that our cluster 1 and cluster 2, which represent site A, have been powered off. Now let's return to the vSphere client page and see if our data store that hosts the SQL server is available, and also check the SQL server. As you can see that data store 1, which is our data store that holds the SQL1 database, is still accessible. After the failover, the real test is the application. So now let's check the AdventureWorks database and confirm it's still online. We can now connect to the SQL server and confirm that the AdventureWorks database is still accessible. And there you have it. As you can see, the database is still accessible and working perfectly. With SnapMirror Active Sync, organizations get seamless failover, continuous data protection, and simplified operations. The outcome is predictable application availability, strong data integrity, and a fully automated business continuity strategy, even during site-level disruptions. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful.